in the world.
That's if I ever did pilot. I ain't doing no.
Can you afford 2 females?
Yeah.
That's too
like
much.
not even
2 females
financially. Can you afford them financially, physically,
emotionally?
Can you afford that?
If I get one from Gate City and one from Love Village, yeah, I can afford it. Yo, what it do, man? How y'all doing, man? It is Off the Clock Combos. Oh, man, I'm so excited, man, about this one, man. It's been a long time coming. First off, let me introduce myself. I am your host, Josh B. Got my guy over here, Mysta O. Mysta O.
What's happening?
Man, playing that
my
boy
bad,
doing
man. I'm trying to get the levels right, man. Hey, we try. Hey, it's the first episode, baby. I got to make sure.
You know, be some kinks or something like what's like.
Yeah, got to iron out all the wrinkles. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
But yeah, man, it's your man, Mysta O. How y'all doing? We about to get this thing started. Off the Clock Convos, episode 1.
It's the first episode, man. I'm so excited for this, man. Ty, what it do?
What's up, y'all? Hey, everybody, this is your girl, Ty Baby.
Oh, Lord.
Girl, Ty Baby.
Baby, I gotta be cute on you. I gotta be cute.
Baby.
Yeah.
Ty Baby.
Not too much, Josh. Not too much. You can have the name if you want to, baby, but you gotta sign off on it. Give me a little bread if you want the name.
It's Ty Baby. sound like an evil villain in the movie.
Man.
It's Ty Baby.
Yeah, that's what it sound like.
Yeah.
You better just saying
though.
Ty 205 or something like that.
No, I don't want to say Ty 205.
I know a Ty 205. He goes by TY 205. You know,
Oh, TY.
You know Ty.
Well, Ty used to just keep it Ty used.
No, Ty Baby. That's dope.
Ty Baby.
Ty Baby. That's
Ty
dope.
Baby. Lord have mercy. Man,
Sticking with it.
listen, man, this gonna be dope, man. Like I'm excited, man. I don't know about y'all, but this has been a long time coming. I remember man, we talked about this and we chopped it up and was like, man, we gotta do a podcast. And me and him come from different backgrounds, and he was a part of the podcast and I was part of the podcast as well. So it was just organic, just for us to come together, just make this work.
We actually tried this before.
Yeah,
we tried it once before. What, last year?
Yeah.
And we got a good group. We had a meetup. We had we jumped on the grill.
Yeah, 'cause we jumped on the grill
and it was raining and everything.
Yeah.
And we after that, everybody just went ghost. We was like, so it was crazy.
Free food.
It was crazy because I was chilling, bro, and my wife was like, whatever happened to the podcast, with you and that guy named Josh?
Uh-huh.
And literally, maybe 2-3 hours later, you text me.
I remember that day.
And was like, man, we need to get this podcast thing going, man. I really want to do this.
Right.
And I was like, bro, that is crazy.
And
My
that's how I knew
wife
it was
just
timing.
mentioned this.
Yeah,
My wife had just mentioned that hours before. And you text me, it was crazy. I was like, yeah, you know what? That was a sign. Let's get this started.
Yeah.
And like Josh said, we both come from entertainment backgrounds in the city. We both come from podcast backgrounds.
Yeah.
I think Ty does too.
Not podcast, baby, but I do come from a music.
She come from the music
Ty does
background,
do
so
music.
we all do music.
Not podcast.
So,
I wish, but yeah, it's a
Well,
good
this
experience for me.
this your
Yeah,
baby.
that's a good experience.
This like a newborn baby for me. You know what I'm saying?
Sir.
Like, because I was a part of something, and it wasn't really fully mine. But like for me and you to come together, come with this, man, it's just like our baby. You know what I'm saying? Like we just birthed in something special.
Yes, sir. All right, so Josh, tell us about yourself, man. Where you come from, your name, background.
Man, it's Josh B. Man, I'm from the west side of Birmingham, man. I grew up pretty good. You know what I'm saying? I ain't had no struggle life. Mama held it down. Shouts out to Mama.
That part.
Held it down. But man, I grew up around music for real though, man. Like my grandma, she was the owner of WAYE Gospel 1220. And I was around music pretty much all my life.
Okay.
So I just felt like it was destiny. And I was behind the mic too because I used to do a little spots here and there on the radio station. And DJing and everything. I wasn't really just with the, scratching, but I was just going on the computer.
Some stuff though, right?
Yeah. I was doing a little something like that. So, man, I just feel like it was just destined for me to it's just full circle for everything come around like this for me to be here. Like I said, I jumped into the podcast world, and it was great, man. I enjoyed it, and the thing is, we did it during COVID years. So it was kind of tough for us, man, to do it because we had to do StreamYard online. We did a live, so we had people in the comments saying different stuff and engage and you know what I'm saying, which was cool though, man. But it just kind of took a little dip. But we was only geared to one audience. You know, I told you about that. It was just kind of like I felt like our audience was just geared to them, and you had to be this image or be that certain type of, you know what I'm saying, and that kind of put a lot of pressure on me.
Okay.
So like I said, man, when I came to you with this idea of this, man, I was like, bro, we got to do something, and I want to do something for my own. I want to control the narrative of it. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily say, oh, I got my own podcast. You know what I'm saying? I don't look it for like that, but I want something that I can control the own narrative, where I can say, hey, man, we gonna do what we want to do on here. You know what I'm saying? This is my baby. So, I'm just excited, man. Like I said, I'm pretty stoked about what we got going on for real, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else? You good?
Good. I'm good.
All right, so y'all, my name is Mysta O, Mystao. Actually, a childhood nickname.
Oh, okay.
When I was born, I had that Benjamin button. You know what I'm talking about? So I looked like an old man. So my mom used to call me Mr. Old Man. Mr. Old Man. So over time, it just got shortened. So some people will call me Mr. Olds. Some people will just call me Old. Some people just call me O. So yeah. So I for the longest when I first started rapping, I knew I wanted O to be in my name, but I went through so many different names with O in it, and I was like, because I kept saying Mr. O sounds so old, you know what I'm saying? But then I started coming out with these other rappers coming out with these crazy names, you know what I'm saying? They were like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
right?
Shotty, you know what I'm saying?
Or a little or something like that. Everybody got a little.
So I said, man, I'm just gonna go with my OG name, Mr. O, and it stuck,
That's dope.
And I was with a label for a while, indie label. We got pretty hot in Birmingham.
Yeah.
Over time, I didn't get away from music. It's just life be life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So also outside of the music, I was doing podcasting.
Right.
I had a podcast background. We did it for a couple of years. You know how stuff happens. People go their separate ways.
Yeah,
So like Josh hit me up. Oh, born and raised in Birmingham, by the way.
Birmingham.
Pratt City stand up.
Pratt.
Okay.
Yeah. First of all, watch
Pratt
your mouth.
City.
You can smell it for you see it.
You can definitely smell it.
You can smell it for you
okay.
see
Man. That's definitely smell it.
She said, okay.
Smell like straight sewer over there.
Well, yeah, man, I'm so happy Josh hit me up, man, and we
Yeah,
finally got this thing off the ground. I love sitting behind the mic and just talking crap. You know what I'm saying? With each other. Having great conversations, debates, whatever. If we just want to come on here and vent some days, you know what I mean? It's all therapy at the end of the day.
Right.
So that's my introduction. I'm married, 3 kids, and that's about it, man. What you got, Ty baby?
Ty baby.
Ty baby.
All right, hey y'all. So my real name's Taisha. Everybody know they call me as Ty. T. Some people call me by my middle name. It just whatever floats your boat, I guess. I'm actually from Bessemer.
You put too many S's in it.
Bessemer.
Big Bessemer. Big Bessemer, not no little one. Yeah. And I've actually been there all my life. Another thing too, like what Josh was saying and what Mr. O was saying as well too, I kind of got like a musical background as well. Like I just came up around music. I got some people that's in the entertainment business in my family. One, shout out to my cousin Snipe. That's my cousin, Big Cuzzo.
Snipe.
So just came from a musical background. I love everything about music. It's definitely therapy for me. I do got one kid. Yeah, she's a big girl, 15. So that's my only child.
You got a grown woman.
Yeah, I got a grown lady. Not the little one. She a grown lady.
Yeah.
They be
Yes,
scrapping.
and bigger than me too at that.
They be scrapping.
I don't know about scrapping. She don't scrap me though.
Fix me a sandwich, mama.
She nah, she don't talk to me like that. But born and raised in Bessemer. This is my first time doing a little podcast and things.
No, we are not doing that. That is not what we doing.
What are we doing?
No,
What I said?
First time doing a little podcast.
Oh, my
This
bad.
ain't
First
no
time
little
doing a
podcast.
big
I'm so
podcast.
sick of I can't stand when a woman. I see you. I see you
That's
with your
my
little
lingo.
business.
Everything
Little
live.
business. Why do
Everything
folks say Like I see your little job going on. Like
that come off as hating to me. You know what I'm saying? That come off as hating to me.
That's the lingo.
I see you with your little Jordans
crazy,
on and your little
man.
jeans and your little t-shirt.
Okay,
You know what I'm
your little fit.
That's crazy.
Your little job.
Oh my God.
It's just the lingo.
You and
It
your
don't
little,
really mean
your little $100. I feel you.
That's crazy.
It's just I don't know. It's just the lingo.
Big
It don't mean
podcast.
Okay,
yeah.
When you refer to this
This-
podcast,
this-
Okay,
yeah.
well, big podcast.
Big
Okay,
podcast. That's what I'm trying to say.
my bad. Let me put some respect on it. Then.
please.
But yeah, that's really like a lot about me. A little sneak peek. That's all y'all gonna get. But I'm
That's
just
all we
playing.
gonna
Stop
get.
playing.
That's all we gonna
But
get.
yeah, that's it. That's up for me.
All right, man. So while we have time, this is really an introductory episode, but we're gonna squeeze a topic in while we have time.
Ooh.
I think it's crazy because you had mentioned something earlier. Your introduction, you was like, but your wife had told you about, asked you about the podcast or whatever.
Right.
So I just want to touch on just that made her happy. You know, so it made you feel good too, but also it just made her happy that knowing that now you're back into the scene. Now you know what I'm saying, that
Right.
you really trying to jump back into it after she was concerned about it.
Right.
So my question is, we're talking about happy wives.
Ooh.
Like give me is it true? What is the term? You know, the term is happy life, happy wife, happy life. What's your take on life? I mean, how you feel about that? Because now it's almost like it's geared to just wives. What about the husbands?
So you gonna call me out because I'm married? And what we
Oh
doing?
wow.
Well, I mean, I was, man. So I mean,
If he didn't, I was
speak
gonna
on.
call it out.
I can speak on it, but you know, Ty can talk about
You
it too.
go
but
first.
Me, I go first. You go first. Okay. So, not gonna lie. At first, I was into it. Yeah, I was full blown like, okay, happy wife, happy life. I got to do everything to make her happy. Everything good.
That's where you lose me at right
Yeah.
there.
Right, but
Well, what about you?
but see, that's my how I felt. So I always felt like, okay, I do X, Y, and Z to make her happy, and I'm good. She off my back, or I ain't hear no fuss. I ain't got to, you know what I'm saying? I take the trash out. I do the chores. I do this. I bring home the money. I pay the bills. X, Y, Z. I do all that. So, but then I didn't realize how damaging it could be to me, because meanwhile I'm so full blown making you happy, but then forget about what my happiness is.
Right.
True.
You see what I'm saying?
True.
So I don't know where the term comes from. I don't know where that stems from. I don't know. It's something like an old cliche that I don't know.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I always wonder, what's the meaning? What's the whole concept behind that term? Like, why are we saying happy wife, happy life? What about the man?
What about the man? Because at the end of the day, the man is, got to bring home the bacon. But my thing about that term is, I feel like it makes women look like they're the problem. It makes women always look miserable. Because if you say happy wife, happy life, it makes it look like,
sense.
well, if the woman's not miserable, if the woman's not happy,
Right.
the house ain't happy. It make
Right,
it look
right,
like,
right.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't like it. It kind of contradicts itself, because
Right.
you say happy wife, happy life. You like, well, if she ain't happy, then the house ain't happy.
Right.
Or if she ain't happy, then she gonna nag. And I don't want to hear that. I ain't gonna get none. You
Right,
know what I'm
right,
saying?
yeah,
Stuff
yeah.
like the house ain't
Yep.
gonna get clean.
You thinking about all that because you like, I'm gonna do this because I want to get something tonight. Oh, I'm gonna go this route because I know
Right.
this will make her happy. But you always forget about what about
Right.
your happiness.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
why
they
she
also-
can't do nothing to make you happy.
They
vice
also
versa.
say happy spouse, happy house. So that's also
But spouses
the same.
means the woman and the man.
Exactly.
either
So
or,
if both
yeah.
people are happy, the house is happy.
But we
Just
don't
like
hear
there's
that
a
much.
TikTok I saw, and it's funny, but at the same time, it makes you think. It's a man and his son, right? And the man be at home. He's like, "Hey, make sure you wash some dishes. I don't want to hear my mouth." And then it jump to the next scene. Hey, make sure you put your clothes in the laundry.
Right.
I don't want to hear your mama mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And it was like, it's like when it gets to like, I don't want to hear my mouth, because all men want to do, all men want to do is go to work, eat, and get that off.
Right.
You know what I'm
Yeah, most
saying?
definitely, yeah.
So
Yeah, for
they
real.
want to go to work, eat, and get that off, and then leave me alone for a little while. Right. I love you for I love you. I love on you for the allotted time that you want me to love on you, or that I think that I should love on you, and then I want to be left alone. And it's like some women don't understand, like they look at it negatively as far as like the space in a couple. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm gonna give you your love for this allotted time. I need my me time as well. Right. You know what I'm saying? Your turn, Ty, baby.
But that's for everybody though. Like the women, like I don't know. I don't really too much go with that happy wife, happy life.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I don't go with that stigma as well either.
It's teamwork.
Yeah, it is. It's teamwork, and I ain't finna lose myself and forget about me just because I'm trying to please you.
Right.
No. So if anything, it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be reciprocated energy. Like I don't have to worry about I don't have to worry about you not, communicating with me, or loving me, or just showing the attention and affection. It comes naturally.
Yeah.
So I just like that happy wife. No, just leave me out of it, baby. I know what I need to do in a relationship. You know what you need to do. That's it. We gonna call it that. Day.
That's just like adding. It's cheaper to keep her. Right. It's the same terminology. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
I ain't heard that one
it's
so
cheaper
long.
to keep her because you leave a woman, she gonna take you for everything you worth.
Yeah.
You know, that happy wife, happy life. It's all like the same, and it all just makes it look like women are just born to make us miserable.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
and
what it's unless
is.
you're making them happy. So it's kind of like a negative. You know what I'm saying? It's a negative terminology put on it.
Yeah, because is like you said, is almost like they're born to feel miserable, but also I feel like in a sense the men feelings are not valued because I can come to my wife or anybody, a girlfriend or spouse, and just say, hey, I feel this way about. I feel like I'm not being loved on.
And also they think. Not all women, but also there's like most women will think that a key to a man's happiness is some coochie. You know what I'm saying?
Not always,
like,
though.
But I'm saying they look at it as a reward.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so hey, you go do that yard, I do that thing you like.
But
You
see, as men, we kind of play a part in it too because we kind of entertain it.
True.
Just because we want it.
We do,
but
because men are physical creatures.
Right. Yeah, but so at the same time, you have some men out there just we can't really share our feelings because for one, society makes it look like I share my feelings, I'm soft, or I if I just go on Facebook and make a post and say, man, I quit my job or I lost my job, I don't even know what to do, I need help. Now I'm soft, or a lot of men not kind of reach out for my help. Mm-hmm. A woman may say the same thing. You got everybody, girl, you can go apply for my job. Girls, stay strong. You know what I'm saying? But men don't get that same energy because we are taught to be strong. We are taught to be bold. We are taught to be the head of the house. So we taught all these things.
Y'all taught that from when y'all kids.
Right. So it's almost like when we get to a point where we share our feelings, it's hard for us. That's why a lot of guys go into depression. Or even suicidal thoughts because they have no one to lean on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm speaking from experience because that's what I dealt with just going through depression because I had a lot of feelings built up. You feel me? It's like, who do I talk to? I can't talk to my own spouse about it. I can't share her because, she listened, but are she understanding? You see what I'm saying? There's a difference when you can listen to me,
and most
but you not understand.
As a woman, most time we don't understand.
Right. But that's just society, that's just how things are set up where men are not able to express themselves no type of way, or we just look down as just soft, or you have to figure it out.
Men, majority of men are not emotional creatures anyway. We do have emotions, but we have ways of expressing ourselves. Other like women, a woman feels a certain way. A woman can wake up feeling a certain way, and it's gonna affect her entire mood for the day.
Yeah.
And she wants to express herself to that man. She's gonna let him know, like, hey, this is what I'm feeling. It might be in a negative light or a positive light. She might express herself through anger, or through not cooking, or some stuff like that. But a man, our emotional traumas, they come from other things like I got to figure out how to feed my family. At the job, my boss pissed me off so bad. I really wanted to hit this man. Like
but you think about your family,
he's
so
really
you
messing with my, messing with my man card. You know what I'm saying? I really want to hit this dude, but I can't.
You can't.
And so men have to find other outlets. Like my outlet was music. I write.
Right.
That's an outlet of mine. A big outlet of mine is physical training, like working out. That's a big outlet of mine.
True. And I had a guy tell me at one point in time, like, look, I can't do this relationship because right now I'm not in the good, mind space. Mm-hmm. And when he said that, that's why I was saying about how sometimes we as women, we don't understand what y'all deal with or what y'all go through. So when he told me that, at that time, I was still kind of young. I might have been like 21. And I was like, so how you aren't able to handle the relationship and what you dealing with emotionally.
Right.
Because me as a woman, I deal with emotions all the time.
Right.
So I just felt like it was something that you should be able to take on. And as a man, I just felt like y'all are supposed to take on whatever come y'all way. Yeah. And that's it.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's how I feel like it's just, we have to get to a certain point where men have to be able to be strong enough to express themselves publicly, not just privately, to the point where it's publicly where they won't get torn down or beat down. Because, man, I'm telling you, man, it is for a man to be beat down when they already down. That's a tough feeling.
Y'all already got to take on so much.
You already down, like you already at your lowest, and you continue to get pressed down, beat down, whether it's by a spouse, whether it's by a family member or a friend.
Right.
That's tough, man, and it'll drive you to just do crazy things or whatever. And to be honest, I think that's literally like a lot of violence come from.
Mm-hmm. True.
A lot of violence come from when men are at a point where they can't express their feelings. Mm-hmm. They already at the lowest, so they have so much anger built up. Like they're gonna take it out on this person. Like you may bump a person in the grocery store, but my bad, bro, he mad.
They always say like. What is the saying? I can't think of the saying, but it was like two men in the room, there's a certain amount of violence that can happen.
Right.
You put two men in the room, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you don't know what those two men are going through.
Right,
you know what I mean? Not saying that, not discrediting women's feelings.
Yeah.
I'm just saying like men have like you said, we have to feel a safe space to express ourselves. True. And it doesn't necessarily make you vulnerable, but it's like when a man has to be vulnerable, and if a woman uses that as ammo, and if she misuses his vulnerability, he'll never trust that woman again. He will not trust her. He'll never trust her to be vulnerable with her again.
Or he'll project it on the next woman.
Right. You'll never get that side of him again. He's always gonna be that hard ass. And you're gonna be like, well, you don't talk to me. You know, like, well, last time I tried to, you know what I'm saying? You used it against me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the reason why most men, I ain't gonna just say men, women too, but they date multiple people.
That's what I was gonna get at. That was my next thing, because what you were talking about.
One person won't do, the other person do.
What you were talking about earlier was. I was like, that could lead into an entire different subject, but that's the main reason why the marriage percentage is so low now. Like the new generation of kids or young adults are not getting married. And they're okay with being single with multiple partners. Polygamy is at an all-time high now.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
even celebrities are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So it's at an all-time high now, and it has a lot to do with what we've been talking about.
So what's the benefits? Like, obviously some benefits to it.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean,
I ain't
trying to get you
trying to get in trouble.
Don't let him trick you. Don't let him trick you. That was a setup.
You over the answer like, well, the benefits is all.
Like you finna pull your list out your pocket.
Well, I'm glad you asked.
I'm glad you asked, because I'm sure going to tell you what the benefits is. This one cooks, and the other one cleans. And
I do know, not going to mention his name, but a guy I know, he is in I don't know if it's a difference between polygamy and polyamory. Is there?
I don't know.
I don't think it's much of a
monogamy is what? It's just
monogamy is
just
like
solo.
a man and a woman. Well,
and
two people.
Poly
in
is you got
poly is multiple people.
Okay.
But anyway, a guy I know is in a relationship with a woman and another man. He's not necessarily sleeping with the man in a relationship, but him and the other man are with the woman, and they're all open with each other.
And what you said this was called? This ain't poly. What was the other word you used?
Polygamy and polyamory.
Okay,
I'm
that's a
trying to
new one.
If I ever did that,
I'll check.
If I ever did poly,
nobody quote me on what I said.
it had to be me and two females. I ain't doing no me and me.
Right? What in the world?
That's if I ever did poly. I ain't doing
you
no.
and two. Can you afford two females?
Yeah.
That's too
like
much.
not even
Two females
financially. Can you afford them financially, physically,
emotionally?
Can you afford that?
If I get one from Gate City and one from Love Village, yeah, I can afford it. What you need?
Baby,
I ain't trying to get two from Greystone.
Baby,
You think I'm trying to get two females from
I
Greystone?
get one from Gate City.
Bro, that's the key.
God.
He's like, hey, that's the key.
key.
Red. She gonna protect me,
Bro, I'm
She
trying
at the
to
bottom of the
folks
barrel.
be trying to live
That
outside their
hilarious.
means. Get you one from Gate City, get you one from Love Village.
That is
You can take one to
hilarious.
McDonald's and the other one go to Chuck E. Cheese. I promise you they're gonna be happy.
You think so?
What?
Josh said,
But you want to know what? That
gonna
makes
be
sense.
happy,
I get where you
man.
going. I get where you going with
They don't
that.
require much.
I get where you going.
You ain't gotta do too much. You can take them to Applebee's and she was like, baby, this is the best. It's the best that I ever had.
You ain't lying.
You know
I
what
mean,
I'm
but that's
saying?
what I think every man is gonna say that. Not every man. Majority of men are gonna say, "Hey, give me two women." When
Yeah.
they know
Who
they
want a man
can't,
Man.
they can't,
Handle
they
it.
can't. What's the word I was just saying? They can't afford it, and not even afford. Ain't even talking about.
But see, one of them may be
financially.
cheap, the other one may be expensive. So
It
you gotta
ain't even
you gotta,
that. It's like they can't afford. Now everybody has to be on the same page, but like now a lot of people say households thrive, polygamous households thrive because it's three incomes, multiple incomes in that.
Oh,
in
so
that
they
house.
thinking about from that aspect.
And
Yeah.
I mean that's but the people I was talking about, they're I don't know if they all live together,
Right.
But I know I see him and her,
Yeah.
and I see her and him and the other guy,
Right.
But he openly says that he's like, hey, I'm a poly person, you know what I'm saying, in a
Okay.
poly relationship,
Right.
And they have all done a photo shoot together.
But see,
And it's like-
that's crazy because you talking about three different personalities.
Exactly.
That you have to, well, as a man, I'm dealing with
think-
two different
yeah.
personalities. You see what I'm saying? So this person may be like real reserved and
Mm-hmm.
soft spoken or shy and I'm dealing with another female maybe just loud, alley, out there, may like to go to the club.
Mm-hmm.
But she, she may just want to be chill, just at the house, like, baby, watch a movie, whatever. This one a party goer. Now you gotta balance that. That's the problem. You come in like, look, man, I'm gonna go chill with her tonight, move, you know what I'm saying? But she's like, we trying to go to Onyx tonight. So it's like, how do you even manage those personalities? One may grow up that probably don't know how to cook and clean. The other may probably know how to cook and clean. It's just like different things. That's why I ask, how does it benefit someone?
It's like I saw this. I'm gonna say these last two. So it's still on the subject. So when I was, I'm in the military. So
Right.
when I was at a school, there was a soldier there that was married, but her and her husband had this thing, out of sight, out of mind.
Oh,
So
okay.
she was like, "Hey, if I don't see it, if I don't know about it, it didn't happen."
Right.
And like, so they both actively cheat on each other, and they married, but their whole thing was out of sight, out of mind.
That's
That
crazy.
is-
Second thing was I saw,
Out of sight, out of mind.
dang, I lost,
That's crazy.
I lost the second thing.
So-
It was a TikTok I saw. Right, the guy was like 100%. Probably not 100%, but a large portion of marriages or work relationships, period, if everyone started off 100, kept it 100% real, and it was like there's always some level of lying in relationships. Nobody in any relationship keeps it 100% real, and if everyone did keep it 100% real, more relationships would flourish than fail.
That's true. That's
Out of
true.
sight, out of
Yeah, out of sight, out of mind is
I
crazy.
know
right?
a lot of people that go by
There's
that
a lot of
rule.
folks that doing
But they,
that.
Yeah.
they went, but she was like, hey, while I'm here at school, he's free to do what he want.
That's
As long as I don't know about it
crazy.
when I get home, don't embarrass me.
Right.
Don't have me out here looking stupid. Don't bring no babies home. they have according to her, they have a flourishing relationship.
Wow.
Because they don't necessarily tell each other the truth.
Right.
But they just, hey, if I didn't see it, it didn't happen.
I need one of them type of.
But as
He was
far as
for real.
like,
He was for real.
I do agree with that. I do agree with that. Like if
That's crazy.
if everybody in a relationship was 100% real with each other,
Right.
I think more relationships will flourish than fail, because I do think like most majority of relationships, there's a certain level of lying in all relationships.
That's
It's
true.
a certain it could be a small
It's
it could be a
true.
small tad bit.
Yeah.
But there's a certain level of lying in all relationships.
Oh yeah.
On both sides of it, men and women.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because it could be something simple as you know your spouse asking you like, hey, you got any extra funds or you got some money? You like, no, I ain't got no extra, but you know, I got. You know, it's just
Lord.
the simple things.
Right.
You know, but like you say, it's I feel like it really is a certain type of lie, but that's dope. That's that's good.
All right,
That
y'all.
got you took it in the
Out of
job.
sight. Man, listen, man. I'm so excited, man. This has
This was a dope first episode.
What
it
you
really
say?
feel like a dream come true, man, because of the journey we had to get here.
Oh, I got one more thing.
I'm just excited with you.
How about those Lakers?
Oh yes. No, trash.
Lakers are done tonight.
Oh wow. Okay.
They play tonight, right?
Yeah.
I can't
They're
wait.
done.
Yeah,
All right,
they
just
play.
They
wait.
ain't making it past
Just
tonight.
wait. Make
Put
sure you
20
stand
on
on that. Make
Put
sure you
20
stand
on.
on that.
Put
Make sure
20
you
on.
stand on that. Make sure you stand on
Everybody
that.
here, right?
Yeah,
I see
make
you
sure
on
you
it.
stand on
Lakers
that.
don't make it past tonight.
Make sure you stand on it.
I bet.
Make sure you stand on
Bet.
that.
Bet.
Don't do them.
Man,
They're my
oh
team,
my
that baby.
God. That's what I gotta deal
My
with.
team never make it, so you
That's
know.
what we gotta deal with.
Yeah.
Listen, man. Before we go, man, I need everyone. Make sure you guys subscribe to all our social media handles. I think we got IG, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook. Subscribe to everything because that's where you're gonna see all the content. We're gonna drop all the content on there.
We'll also be streaming on all streaming platforms.
Yeah, we'll be streaming on all premium streaming platforms. The first episode will be on there. Everything will be on there. And we just gonna have a good time this season. It's gonna be a dope season, man. We have some special guests gonna come through, man. I already been kind of getting things behind the scenes booked up and everything. So we got some sponsors gonna be a part of it. So it's gonna be dope, man.
Also,
like I'm really excited.
If you're looking to want to come on as a guest, hit our inbox. If you have topic ideas, hit our inbox.
Yes,
if you
for
have
sure, for
questions, if you want any type of advice, because between us, we got a nice little number of age. I'm the oldest in the room.
Hold on. What you mean? What's your age? What
I'm
you
35.
Okay, so now I gotta stop calling Josh old, and you gonna call? All right, bet.
How old is you? 32?
I'm 32.
Oh yeah. Okay.
So why you call me old?
Cause you are.
We started two.
you ain't unk yet.
He
ain't on-
he does a little
I'm
bit.
a baby on.
I reached unk
I'm
status.
baby on.
Yeah, you-
You know what I'm saying?
You
I reached
OG.
unk status.
You
know what I'm
OG.
saying?
Yeah,
You the sugar
I
daddy.
swear, bro, a dude shook my hand with like, "What up, OG at work?" I was like, "Man, don't make me."
That's
laugh."
probably
That's it.
First of all.
the most as a man, the most respectful compliment you can get. What up, OG?
OG.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's like a respectful
It's
compliment.
just I appreciate the fact that, and I'm thankful for the fact that I've reached the age I am
Yeah.
and the knowledge that I have.
Right.
Yes.
And I do love the fact that I still look youthful.
Right.
I won't say I don't look my age. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, people say, yeah, you look mature, but you don't look your age.
Right.
But I'm glad
Yeah.
I still look youthful in my age. All my limbs still work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't need no blue pills, you know, to get going. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right, right.
Look at the
That
Lord,
blood
baby.
I mean, ain't no wrong with a little
Yeah.
100 pack now too now.
Oh, what, Josh?
Look,
I don't need that pack, baby. I don't need that pack
Hey,
just
look,
yet.
it don't hurt.
I don't need that pack just
That 100
yet.
pack just give you just a little boost. Like,
Hey.
it ain't saying nothing broke. It just gonna give you a little extra little motivation. Like,
Hey, this is homegrown DNA. You know what I'm saying?
He said it with your
man.
granddad and them used
I
to
don't
have.
need that pack just yet. But hey, man, this is the first episode of Off the Clock Convos.
yes, man.
We hope that our audience will stick with us through this journey
Oh,
and
yeah.
grow and y'all support us.
Yes.
It's gonna be big, man. It's gonna
Ty,
be
baby,
huge.
what you got to say?
It's gonna be huge, man.
I'm excited, like what is gonna be in store for all of
Right.
us. It's just like you don't really see stuff like this going on in Birmingham, and
right,
so
right.
just for us
Not
to be
anymore.
able to, not no more. So for us to be able to actually like do this and then consistently do
And
it
thrive.
and
Yeah,
thrive,
yeah.
yes, like I'm excited for what's gonna be in store for all of us, for real, for real.
You got something else, John?
No, man, I just want to say, man, listen, we appreciate y'all for just kicking with us, being off the clock. I know y'all off the clock. Y'all at home chilling. So I just appreciate y'all for kicking with us, man. And shout out my guy behind the camera, my boy Manny. You know,
Period.
the cameramans they don't never get acknowledged all the
They
time.
really
Every time
don't get
folks
enough
do
credit,
they don't
baby.
never get no credit. But I gotta shout out my boy, the GOAT, man. My boy Manny. He been rocking with me for so many years, man. And I'm so glad
Hit
he
that
a
man
part.
up.
That part.
I'm so glad he a part of this journey with me, man. So listen, man, if that ain't nothing. Listen, I'm off the clock. You off the clock?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
clocking
been
out. Hey, so
been
this
clocking
is
out, man.
off the clock convos. We clocking out. See y'all next time.
Peace.
All right, y'all.